He was one of the biggest movie stars in the world. Everyone knew his name. His films made millions of dollars. People loved watching him on the big screen. He could play a rich man on a sinking ship. He could play a poor artist who dreamed of more. He could be a hero or a villain. His talent was big and his fame was even bigger. He was a man who seemed to have everything. He lived a life that many people could only imagine in their wildest dreams. His world was full of bright lights and endless possibilities. But behind the scenes, he was a private person. He did not like to share his personal life with the world. He tried to keep his real self hidden from the cameras. He enjoyed spending time with his close friends. They were a small group of other actors and powerful people. They called themselves the Pussy Posse when they were young. They were known for having fun together. They went to the best clubs and the most exclusive events. They were a tight circle, loyal to each other and protective of their private world. His life was a mix of hard work and big parties. He worked hard on his movie sets. He gave everything to his roles. Directors said he was one of the best actors of his generation. But when the work was done, he knew how to enjoy himself. He loved beautiful places, from tropical islands to the south of France. He was often seen on large yachts, surrounded by models and other famous faces. The parties were legendary. They were full of music, dancing, and laughter that lasted until the sun came up. This world of fame brought him many powerful friends. He knew singers, producers, and business leaders. It was a small world at the top. Everyone knew everyone else. Invitations to the right parties were important. They were places to network and be seen. For a star of his size, being at these events was part of the job. It was how he stayed connected in an industry built on relationships. He moved easily in these circles. He was a welcome guest everywhere he went. His presence made any party feel more important. In the late 1990s and early 2000s, some of the biggest parties were hosted by a music star. His name was Sean "Diddy" Combs. He was a music mogul with a powerful reputation. His parties were famous across the country. He held white parties in the Hamptons. Everyone had to wear white clothes. These events were full of celebrities. You could see actors, singers, and athletes all in one place. Getting an invitation was a sign that you were part of the in crowd. It was the place to be for the rich and famous. The young actor was a frequent guest at these parties. He was at the peak of his fame. After his big movie about the sinking ship, he was a global superstar. He was young, handsome, and rich. He fit right in with the glamorous crowd at Diddy's events. He was seen laughing with Diddy. He was seen sitting next to him, enjoying the music and the atmosphere. For him, these were just big house parties. They were a chance to relax with other people who understood the pressures of fame. He was just one of many stars in a sea of white. Old photographs tell a story of those times. They show a different era. In one picture from 1998, the actor stands behind Diddy. In another, a 25-year-old version of him sits on a couch beside the music host. These were happy moments, frozen in time. They showed friendships and connections. Back then, no one thought twice about these pictures. They were just snapshots from another celebrity gathering. They were proof of his place in the highest social circles. The parties were a symbol of success and celebration in that decade. He and Diddy were seen together at other events over the years. They attended a political convention in 2004. They were also at Diddy's 50th birthday party in 2019. Their friendship seemed to be like many others in Hollywood. It was based on shared experiences and a similar level of fame. They moved in the same world. They knew the same people. Diddy even said in an interview that the actor was one of the top guests he would invite to his parties. Their connection was public, but like most of his life, the details remained private. Years passed. The world changed. Then, in 2024, a dark cloud formed over the memory of those parties. Sean "Diddy" Combs faced very serious legal trouble. He was accused of terrible crimes. The news was everywhere. Suddenly, people started looking back at his past. They looked at the friends he had and the parties he hosted. The happy memories of those white-hot events began to look different. A shadow had fallen over them. The music mogul's empire was crumbling under the weight of the allegations. The old photos of the actor at Diddy's parties went viral online. People shared them everywhere on social media. The images of him smiling and sitting with Diddy were now seen in a new, troubling light. His name was suddenly connected to a major scandal. People asked questions. What did he know? What did he see at those parties? The internet was full of speculation. His long history of attending these events made him a part of the story. Whether he wanted to be or not, the past had come back to find him. It is important to be very clear. The famous actor was not accused of any crime. No one said he did anything wrong. His name was in the news only because he had been there. He was a guest. He was one of many famous people who attended those parties. The list of guests included many other huge stars, from singers to talk show hosts, but his fame was so big that his name stood out. The connection was based only on his presence, not on any evidence of wrongdoing on his part. The media storm grew bigger. News articles were written every day. His picture was next to headlines about the scandal. Reporters looked for any detail about his friendship with Diddy. They wanted to know how close they really were. The public was watching closely, waiting to see what he would do or say. For a man who carefully controlled his image, this was a difficult situation. His past friendship was now a public problem. The world wanted answers from a man who rarely gave them. As the scandal grew, other celebrities started to speak out. Some made public statements. They said they did not support Diddy. They tried to create distance between themselves and the music star. It was a way to protect their own reputations. They wanted the public to know where they stood. They did not want to be associated with the dark allegations. The pressure was on for everyone who had ever been part of Diddy's world to say something, anything. But the famous actor chose a different path. He remained silent. He did not make a public statement. He did not post anything on social media. He just disappeared from the conversation. While the world was talking about him, he said nothing at all. His team, however, did speak for him. A source close to him told a newspaper that he had nothing to do with the crimes. The source said he had not spoken to Diddy in years. They explained that the parties he went to were just normal parties, not the bad ones being investigated. His silence was noticed by everyone. Some people thought it was a smart move. They said he should not get involved in a story that was not his. They believed his silence protected him from saying the wrong thing, but other people were critical. They wondered why he did not speak for himself. They felt that a star of his size had a responsibility to say something. His quiet was loud. It made people talk even more. The silence itself became a story. In the end, the situation showed how fame works. A shadow from someone else's life can fall on you. Rumors can stick to you, even if they are not true. For the famous actor, his choice was to stay quiet and let the storm pass. He trusted that his work and his long career would speak for him. He continued to live his private life, away from the noise. It was a reminder that in a world that demands answers, sometimes the most powerful choice is to say nothing at all.